New cut? Hey, shout out my boy Nico. Y'all see me with the bursty? Looking like a young stallion. No mag. Sound like, bro? What do we sound like?
Yeah, my town was Louisiana. God bless you, man. I love Louisiana.
Oh, snap. Yo, so I'm back again with another transformation haircut. I'm not about to cut a whole lot of hair off my boy's head. What he's getting today is a mid-taper. I love doing mid-tapers. It's one of my favorite type of cuts to do. Now, you let me know what you think I should look forward to when it comes to, you know, posting videos or doing content. But basically how I started at the back right here, I know I didn't record it, but I pretty much just used a 1.5 flicking up towards where that bulk is to create like a softer line to blend into. This is me with that 1.5. I believe it's closed right now or halfway. I'm not quite sure. But, oh, it's closed. Okay, yeah, so it's closed. We're working in there. Then we work in with our no guard lever open halfway. Not going all the way up to the line, but flicking the closer I get to it. Now closed, and that's going to be at the bottom, as you see. That's how I typically do any of my blending when it comes to anything. So just pretty much go open, halfway closed. That's with any step of the fade. All right. Now here I am with the one open, flicking up. I'm going just about to where I have finished with that 1.5 closed, even potentially flicking into that bulk to kind of soften that line up a little bit better. As you'll see when I come into the lineup, I actually did end up finishing off how I thought I would. But yeah, this is a quick little intro to show you how my fading technique and stuff is. Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm not the type of barber that's about to be over here posting 1,000 videos about how to do the same technique, but I will like record and I'll explain it every once in a while of what I'm looking for and what I'm looking to do. Now, when it comes to me trying to blend, as Jesse's like in the back walking around wandering, when it comes to trying to do a blend, I'm pretty much going to flick under that line until I get to it. So if you notice, I'm not starting at the line, but I'm starting right under it. And that's how I flick out any line that's pretty much in the fade. Now, I'm not the greatest at doing anything when it comes to barbering, but a brother be studying and practicing and doing the best he can. And all I'm going to tell you is that if you want to get good at this, it takes a lot of repetition, a lot of the same movements, same pretty much anything you could think of when it comes to this barbering stuff. You just got to be consistent. And that's what I'll be practicing is how much more can I be consistent and how much more should I look into, you know, applying myself to the same kind of habits. Now here go the high vis liner doing what they do. I'm about to do a video of just straight up lineups. I don't know. Like, that's one thing I don't really post too often is how crispy I actually be setting lines. But I'd say this, a vast majority of the skill that comes into setting a line also comes from just the sheer fact that, hey, bro, I'm about to make this line look as crispy as possible using hairspray and these trimmers. Now, enhancements do come into play, but there's no enhancements right now. And pretty much to me, that line looks sharp and crisp enough for me to be like, all right, it's cool. This is the finished result. Yep. Crispy. No enhancements. Didn't throw anything in there. It's all trimmer and clipper work. Hairspray included. Now, hairspray pretty much just dries out the skin. And that's something that you got to kind of invest in when you want the lines to look crispy. Is you got to dry the skin out in order for the clipper or trimmer to do exactly what they need to do. Sometimes the excess oils mess with it. Now we going into the compilation of other haircuts. Here's another big chop. My boy, he comes in every once in a while and he gets the Kunta Kinte chopped off, you know? And I'm here for it, you know? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much that. You know, we finna do the same steps we do with anything. Here I am with the, I believe that's a 1.5 blade. Same steps. Now you see me just flicking out a line with the guard. I think that's a 1 guard on. One thing I'll do too is if I cut somebody's hair with the 1.5 blade it's getting into like a true 1.5, which is typically like a 1 open. So what I'll do is I'll go against the grain and I'll start setting in all my like fade work with the 1 open, halfway closed. That way I don't really have to debulk too heavy. And if I do, I'll debulk and hit that bulk line with like a one. I don't know how to describe this stuff without it sounding weird. So let's just let's hold off on some of the deeper barber theory, and let's hold off on that, because I probably be sounding confusing. But you got, like, I don't know how to describe it numerically though. When you go with the grain of the 1.5 closed, you're essentially doing like a 1 open. You understand what I'm saying? If you go against the grain with a 1.5, you're essentially doing a 1 open. It's a weird thought, but once you get it, once you know, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Hopefully I wasn't too confusing of a stupid saying to be talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much what we was working on. Now we getting into the tapers. The young yapers. There's no enhancements on any of these cuts right now. This is one of my favorites from I think this was either last week. Now the thing that I've been doing is I'll be cutting hair. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, but you guys won't see it until I end up actually editing a video. But most of my videos, these are compilations of throughout the week, and this is just footage of the cuts that I do. This is also like how I document my progress, me getting better as a barber. But man, you check out all this stuff, bro. Clean. Look at the high vis doing what they do, bro. You know, the clipper that I really do want, Wall, if you listening, or Babeless, somebody, if you listening, I want the Wall Vapor. Potentially, I will use it. It will be in every video. Or if I can't get that, I'm not really a big fan of Babeless clippers. I mean, Babeless tools. But if I can get the Stylecraft Saber or Instinct, I will be using them. Every video. It will be annoying. But I'm the type of guy, when I find something that I really like, when it comes to this barber and stuff, like it's some stuff that I really like in this barber and stuff, I won't switch my tools. Like I will literally have the same exact tool forever. Now I'm more than willing to try stuff. I definitely rotate and go through things, but when I'm rotating and going through things, there's certain things that stick on my station. For instance, those sabers. Like I already have other trimmers. I've tried some good stuff, but when something's good, it don't leave. Ever. That's how I feel about them high vises. But look at this stuff, bro. Oh my gosh. And no enhancements. No enhancements. This is just a regular haircut. That got enhancements. He has enhancements for sure. And no enhancements. And then I'm going to have the enhanced ones right after this. There's the enhancements. It don't even look too much different. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much how we operate, how we get down when it's cutting stuff. Look at my boy Maui. Yep, Young Crowley. OG. Hey, OG. Hey, OG, you hear me? I think he's starting to hear me. Maybe a little bit. The ball fade coming together, though. This is like one of them simple business cuts. You gonna get in and out the shop with one of these. You know what I mean? That's like 20 minutes worth of time right there. It'll feel like the chair was just spinning the entire time. Yeah, but I'm looking back on some of these cuts, and you know, barbers know what I'm gonna say when I say what I'm saying. But when you look back, sometimes you can really see all the problems in every single haircut. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, bro, this stuff looks trash. But at the same time, I know these cuts low key, like they low key all right too, though. You know what I mean? Like, they're good enough to be able to pass and go out the barbershop, but they're not detailed enough for me to be like, oh man, I finally arrived at that point as a barber where I'm just hitting it out the park. And I technically don't believe that there's even a such thing as a ceiling to where like you can't get better. The only way you could not get better in this is if you just quit trying to get better. But here's some more design work on my boy Trey. I'll be doing the best I can. Jeezy from Chi-Town. It's always funny when someone from Chicago comes to the barbershop, because out of all the people I've ever cut, anybody from Chicago, they typically have the most noticeable personality. Like, you'll know automatically you're dealing with somebody from Chicago. Now, I'm from the DMV, where they say Mo, where we say Slim, where we say John, where we say a bunch of different stuff that, you know, is weird. But Chicago, bro, it don't even be the slang for real. It just be done, boy, they just be tripping. But that's my guy, though. I appreciate him. But that's it, y'all. I appreciate y'all. See you next time. Peace.